Good morning to all. Today we learn about transient stability improvement using FACS controller in PSET software. Now, first of all, what do you mean by stability? The power system stability is the ability of an electrical power system for a given initial operating condition to regain a state of operating equilibrium after being subject to a physical disturbance, with most of the system variable bounded so that practically the entire system remain intact. This means if any disturbance occur in your power system, then system has a capacity to work within a limit, right? It is called the stability. Now mainly there are three types of stabilities occurs in power system. First is angle stability, second one is frequency stability, and third one is voltage stability. Now what do we mean by angle stability? It is the ability to maintain synchronism, right? Mainly two sides of angle stability are there, small signal stability and transient stability. This both type of stability is for short term. Another one is frequency stability. Now frequency stability means ability to maintain frequency within nominal range, right? So frequency stability is two types, short term as well as long term. Third one is voltage stability. Now voltage stability means ability to maintain steady voltage, right? Again, voltage stability is two type, large disturbance voltage stability and small disturbance voltage stability. It is for short term or long term. In our practical, we focus about the transient stability. Now, what do you mean by transient stability? It is defined as the ability of a power system to return to its normal condition after a large disturbance. Now, what type of large disturbance occur in our system? One is sudden removal of the load, line switching operation, fault occurs in the system, sudden outage of a line. These all are called the large disturbance, right? The time is between 0.1 to 10 seconds. Now, for transient stability analysis, we need to consider three systems. One is pre-fault, means before the fault occurs, the system is assumed to be at an equilibrium point. Second is a faulted. The fault changes the system equations, moving the system away from its equilibrium point. Third is post-fault. After fault is clear, the system hopefully return to a new operating point. Now there are two methods which are used to solving the transient stability problem. One is a numerical integration and another one is a direct or energy method. In numerical integration method, this is the far the most common technique, particularly for large system. During the fault and after the fault, the power system differential equations are solved using numerical method. Whereas for two-bus system, the direct or energy methods is also called the equal area criteria. Now, another main important point in this practical is FACS controller. So what do you mean by FACS controller? The FACS controller is defined as a power electronics based system and other static equipment that provide control of one or more AC transmission system parameters. So FACS controller provides prevent blackout, increase loading capacity of transmission line, improve system stability limit, reduce voltage flicker, control of power flow, reduce system damping and oscillation. These are the applications of FACS controller. The full form of FACS is Flexible AC Transmission System. Now, there are mainly classified in three groups. One is shunt connected, another one is series connected, third one is combined. In shunt connected, mainly SVC and STATCOM are used. SVC means static var compensator. whereas STATCOM is static synchronous compensator. In series, they are mainly divided in two parts. One is TCSC, another one is SSSC. TCSC means thyristor control series capacitor, whereas SSSC means static synchronous series capacitor. And in combined, TCPST, DFC, IPFC, and UPFC. TCPST means thyristor control phase shifting transformer. DFC means dynamic flow controller. IPFC means interline power flow controller. UPFC means unified power flow controller. Yellow one is all are thyristor based controller, whereas blue is for voltage source based controller. So in our practical, we use UPFC FACS controller, means unified power flow controller. It is a combination of SSSC and STATCOM. Now, what is UPFC controller? How it's work? The unified power flow controller is an electrical device for providing fast-acting reactive power compensation on high-voltage electricity transmission networks. Here, two types of converters are used. One is work as a shunt converter. Another one is work as a series converter. Means this is work as a STATCOM and this is work as a SSSC. Right. So the UPFC is a combination of a static synchronous compensator and a static synchronous series compensator. It is coupled via DC capacitor or DC voltage link. So in our practical, right, we use 3-area system. In that 11 buses are present, right? So this is your bus data. This is your transmission line data. This is transformers data. Mainly 4 transformers are present in our system. This is generator data. 5 generators are present. Synchronous generator data. AVR is also present in our system. It is AVR means automatic voltage regulator. Turbine governor is also present. 4 types of loads are there, mainly PQ load and ZIP load. ZIP means impedance, current, and power load. One controller is used, which is called POD. It is also, the full form of POD is power oscillation damping controller, and breakers is also used. The ratings of unified power flow controller is given in this table, and the details of fault is also given in this table. We can create the fault at 1 second and clear it at 1.05 seconds, right? So for drawing that, go to the MATLAB, write down the preset and enter. So in this practical, we do 2 types of analysis. First one is when UPFC and POD controller, it is not present in your system, right? So 3 areas means this one has different voltage level, green one is also different voltage level, and blue one is also different voltage level. This is area 1, black is area 1, blue is area 2, and green is area 3, right? So it is this system is also available in your PSET library. So go to the PSET, select here .mdl. After that, go to the test, select pkundur1.mdl and view. So this is the available system. It is an example of power system stability and control book, example number 12.6, right? So Now we load this system. The system is now loaded. Set the frequency is 60 Hz. And here we perform the time domain analysis. We can create the fault at 1 second and clear it at 1.05 second. So perform the time domain analysis. The analysis is performed. Now we can plot the delta angle and voltage of each bus for transient stability analysis. So go to the plot. There are state variables present. So first of all, select the delta. Delta of 4 synchronous generator means delta scene 1, delta scene 2, delta scene 3 and delta scene 4. This is the table for plotting. Which quantity we have to plot? It is available here. So after that, click on plot button. So this is your plot, right? Without UPFC and POD controller. And now if you label the axis and then to select on axis property, click on that. Write down the title of graph. It is delta. Apply. Okay. So delta is it is written on top of the graph. Now you have to import this figure as a MATLAB file or use another snipping tools. Right. Okay. Just copy and paste it. Okay. So next quantity is voltage. Right. These all results are without UPFC and POD controller. So for voltage, select V bus 1. We can plot individual bus voltage. So first bus, again plot. These are the voltage. Here so you saw in graph that at 1 second we create the fault. Therefore, the voltage is deep. After 1.05 second, the fault is clear. So again voltage is built up and there are oscillation, means the system is here unstable, right? Because of disturbance, right? Similarly, you can see in different voltage graph. See, at every graph, in every graph, you can see at 1 second, the voltage is deep, and after 1.05 second, the voltage can start build up, right? So these are the oscillation because of disturbance, right? So by this way, you can plot all the graphics. Okay. Now we can do our second analysis. This analysis for without UPFC and POD controller, right? Now we do second analysis with UPFC and POD controller, right? So we can connect the UPFC at line between bus 8 and 9. Why we place UPFC here? Because at bus 8, the two area is connected. It is a tie line, right? So by this way, we select the placement of UPFC at line between bus 8 and 9. And also we create the fault on bus number 8, right? So there is a lots of disturbance on bus number 8. Okay. This is AVR, automatic voltage regulator, turbine governor. This is synchronous generator, right? So 4 synchronous generators are present. This is transformer, 1, 2, 3, 4 transformers are present. ZIP load, it is normal PQ load. This is circuit breaker, POD controller, power oscillator damping controller. And this is UPFC, which is present in PSET library. This is shunt connected and this is series connected, right? So again, we go to the page set, double click on data file, right? Select D Kundur 1 underscore UPFC model. View it. So this is your model, right? Okay. And now we can load that model. Again, we perform the time domain analysis with UPFC and POD controller. So click on time domain button. The dynamic simulation is completed. Now plot the graph. So we can plot, click on plot button. Again, select first fold delta, delta sync 1, delta sync 2, delta sync 3, and delta of synchronous generator 4. So this is your graph with UPFC and POD controller, right? Similarly, you can show the voltage of each bus with UPFC and POD controller. Select P bus 1. Now see, again at 1 second, the fault is created, so voltage is deep, and after 1.05 second, the voltage can start build up. And there is some oscillation. It is less compared to without UPFC and POD controller. So by this way, with the help of FACS controller, you can increase your stability. Means your system can come to the in normal position within a less time. Right? Similarly for bus 2, bus 3. Okay. So by this way, you can perform the transient stability improvement using UPFC FACS controller in PSET software. So yes, these are the comparison of result. This is delta, right, without UPFC, and this one is with UPFC. Okay, see, it is at 1 second the fault is created and delta goes out of synchronism. Similarly, at 1 second with UPFC and POD controller, the fault is created. So there is a disturbance, but after certain time, it's tied to its normal value, right? This is the voltage magnitude comparison of bus 1 when the without UPFC and with UPFC. So at these are the graphs of voltage magnitude of 1 without UPFC. See, compare these two graphs. It is totally different. There are lots of oscillation if we not use the FACS controller and POD controller. And if we use the UPFC and POD controller, the fluctuation or voltage oscillation, right, is very less. So your system stable within a less time, right? Similarly for bus voltage 2, for bus voltage 3, 4, here in our system 11 buses are there. So bus number 5, bus number 6, 7, 8, see the difference. We create the fault at bus number 8. So there are lots of oscillation if we don't use UPFC or POD controller. And if we use, then your system becomes stable in very less time, right? Similarly, bus number 9, 10, 11, right? So thank you.